Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Neek and this is Angelic Light. I'm back with another general message for you all. Um, Back to back. I definitely got a strong pull to do a reading today, so here I am. And we're going to see what comes out. I did not get any prior downloads. I didn't do any meditation or anything like that. So I have absolutely no idea what this reading is going to be about. We're going to find that out together. So stick around. Take what resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Use your own intuition above all else. And keep in mind that time doesn't exist at the level of energy. So if nothing resonates today, it may resonate in the future. So don't hesitate to check back later. But if anything does resonate for you in this reading or you find anything to be useful, don't hesitate to like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and hype if you feel guided to. All right, so we're going to start off with the Empath Oracle, Stress Relief, Self-Care card, Clarifying Life Situations Oracle card, an Affirmation card, and the Angel number. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle those and pull those off camera for the sake of time, and I'll be right back. Okay, so your Empath Oracle card is Release Fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. Okay. Your self-care stress relief card is Wiping the Slate Clean. The objective is problem solving. Think of a problem or something that is bothering you. Picture yourself standing in front of a whiteboard. Think of all of the ways you have already tried but failed. Wipe all of those images off of the whiteboard. Ask your higher mind for new ideas and write down the first thing that comes into your mind. Okay. Then your Oracle card is Wise Counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. Okay. Your angel number is 1919, and that breaks down to a 2. Cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Okay, and then your affirmation card is acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Okay, so it seems to be, it seems that right now you may be afraid of some sort of change. That's what I'm getting so far. Somebody is afraid of some sort of change or some sort of changes that are occurring and wanting to control what's happening around them. But whatever circumstances are changing in your life or within you, it's like you have no control over it. It's like divinely guided. That's what I'm picking up on. It's not something that you can gauge. It's like it's going to happen. It's happening whether you want it to or not. And it's happening as it should happen, not how you think it should happen. And I'm just feeling that somebody is fearful of these changes because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. Also, with the wiping the slate clean, starting fresh. So somebody may be starting over, whether they're starting over at a new job, whether that's starting over in a relationship, or, going from being in a relationship to single, or going from being single to possibly in a relationship, or stepping out into the dating scene. I'm popping up. I'm popping up, or that's coming to me too. I don't know where popping up came from. Somebody may be popping up on somebody. I don't know. That was strange, but um, yeah. So it's just something about like somebody may have been out of the dating scene for a long time, some time, and you have this fear of stepping back into the dating scene. it's like something, a change, a major change is inevitable to happen, or you're being pushed into a major change, and somebody is afraid of starting over. Somebody is afraid of stepping out of their comfort zone. I am getting relationship though, and job, career, and relationship, whether, even if that's not romantic relationship, it could be platonic, it could be stepping out of your comfort zone to getting to know new people, letting new energies in your space, because it says make some space for new experiences. So somebody is afraid to step out of their comfort zone. Somebody's afraid to travel. I just heard that too. It's fear though. It's just things that your mind are making up that's keeping you stuck. The mind is very powerful. So you have to use it to your advantage. So what you think about, when your mind is constantly fixated on a specific outcome, whether that's negative or positive, that can deeply influence your action or inaction. So if you're constantly thinking of this change, whatever this is for you, in a negative light, like it's going to go wrong. What if it falls apart? What if they cheat on me? What if I get my heart broken? What if I don't do good at the job? What if I get fired? What if they let me go? What if, this I can't sustain this wealth that's coming in? What if, like, it's you constantly, our thoughts are not us, we are not our thoughts. But if you allow your thoughts to consume you, then you become your thoughts, because you act on those thoughts versus sitting there and actually observing the thoughts that are coming up. Just observe them. You are the observer, you are not the thought. Okay? You are not the emotion. You are the observer of the emotion. You are the observer of the thought. So you have to look at it from that perspective. When fear arises, when negative thinking comes into play, in terms of your future or your present or whatever, observe, pause, take a moment to pause. Don't immediately react. Don't let that emotion or that thought come up and you just immediately, take it in, absorb it as this is truth. Just because the thought is coming up does not make it true. Just because the emotion is coming up is valid, but it does not make it true. So don't make your thoughts true. Don't make every thought that crosses your mind, bond. Like, no, observe. You are the observer. Observe that thought. Is this a rational thought? Or where is this thought coming from? Is it coming from fear, or is it coming from clarity? If it's coming from fear, wipe it out. It has to come from clarity. That's how you know that that's how you know that you're being guided by your intuition versus the negative thinking or the emotions that come up. Is this thinking that's coming up, or is this emotion that's coming up, is it coming from a place of fear? Is it coming from a place of lack? Or is it, or is it coming from a place of insecurity? Or is it coming from a place of clarity? Is it coming from a place of knowing? That's how you determine. But somebody is just fearful of some sort of change. Okay, so we're going to dig into it and figure out what it is. I'm going to be using what's the T deck, Oracle deck to start, and then we just going to go from there. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? I have dirt digging, snooping for secrets, trying to expose you, tables might turn. What else? You have clout hungry, viral or nothing, lives for attention, makes shit up for drama, bad habits, drugs and denial, repeating mistakes, can't break the loop. What is this, Spirit? This one. We have uninterested. We have bad reputation. What is all of this? Who is this in relation to? I don't know if this is in relation to you, collective, or somebody else running. Fake accounts, lurking on your social media, hidden identity, can't stop watching you. Ugh, this is such a drama deck. Like, god dang. but said what you need to know. Ain't shit. It's just this whole deck is feeling ain't shit. Like, is it anything positive in this deck, or is it? Because I really don't know. I don't use this deck. I just got it, so too busy winning. Always partying. Shots every weekend. No time for you. Party first, love later. Thief. Oh my goodness. One more card, Spirit, and I'm about to switch this deck. This make me not want to do this reading. Cock blocking. It's just negative. No, we about to look through this deck. Give him, like, is it anything positive in this deck? It's just nothing but negative. It's just literally like it's so the ratio of low vibrational cards in this deck compared to high vibrational cards in this deck is insane. Is insane. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, where's the balance at? That is so unbalanced. So I won't be like I don't even want to like use we're gonna see. I'm about to use this one. Spirit, actually, let me use this. I'm going to use this deck. Where is my deck at? Okay, Spirit. What's all of this? We need to clarify all of this because this is just a whole bunch of negativity. Somebody watching you online, somebody watching you from fake accounts, somebody that is angry, clearly they see taking out the trash, probably somebody that you cut off, somebody that's a thief, they're cock blocking, somebody with bad habits, they love attention, they love clout, they have a bad reputation, they possibly are a runner, uninterested, they party all the time, they're irresponsible. Like, what is this about? Spirit. We have the Hangman. It's like I'm like, that's letting go. That's letting go. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. What is all of this? Why is all of this coming up in the reading? You got Eight of Pentacles. Why is this? Who is this for? And why is this relevant? Okay, we have the Star. And we have the High Priestess reversed. So blocked intuition. Clarify the Star and the Moon reversed. Releasing fear. It's some sort of clarity. Some sort of clarity you've gotten on something, but something about somebody's intuition being blocked too. Somebody's intuition being blocked or was blocked, because with the moon being reversed, when the moon is upright, it signifies something hidden, something unseen internally. When it's flipped reversed, it's exposure, truth being exposed, fear being released. So, oh yeah, somebody's intuition was blocked. And I feel like it's y'all. Y'all, is this y'all? Somebody's intuition was blocked, and I'm just saying that because you see, it looks like that. You see that? You see the moon? This is the High Priestess. It came out reversed, and she has that crescent moon behind her. And then the moon came out reversed, and it has a crescent moon as well. And it also has a ring around it, just like hers has a ring around it. And then when you flip the moon sideways, it looks like she's, it looks just how the moon is on her head, her crown. So your intuition was blocked. Whoever this is for, your intuition was blocked about something, but you recently got some sort of clarity on something or someone. What did the collective get clarity on? What truth was exposed to the collective? We got Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands. It's like a message. You got some sort of message. Fearlessness. What truth was exposed, Spirit, to the collective? Got Page of Cups. Another message. So the truth part, this truth that was exposed, we're gonna dig into like more detail of it, but the truth that was exposed has to do with something about you kind of having your head in the clouds about a situation or a person, where you kind of idealize, you romanticize something, so you wasn't seeing something clearly, or you wasn't seeing someone clearly because your intuition was blocked. So basically, could say, like, for those of you who are in a relationship with someone, it could have been somebody was in a relationship with somebody that was like this, a runner who was a clout chaser, that was always partying, that wasn't giving you, wasn't focusing on spending time with you and building the connection. It could be somebody that you have cut off because they're watching you from fake accounts. It could actually be multiple people, but if it's a relationship thing, it could have been, this person was in this energy, but the love that you have for them is just kind of, you had rose colored glasses on and you were living in the illusion. You were romanticizing this person, but it came from a place of innocence, and it may have came from a place of, mild, naivete. You were a little bit naive, but you have been made aware now. You see things more clearly now. That's why the Hangman is here. It's like you see things clearly and you just let go. You let go, or you're being urged to let go. And remember when I told y'all to pause? When negative thoughts arise, when negative emotions arise, or difficult or challenging thoughts and emotions arise, I'd rather say that, to pause and actually don't react immediately. Pause and observe. That's what the Hangman is talking about too. Pausing, taking a pause, letting go, not trying to control. Okay? So yeah, it's something about something, you romanticizing something or someone. What did the collective romanticize? What were they romanticizing? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Somebody was like really dishonest. Somebody was a snake. You had a snake in your garden. Who is this snake? Who is this snake that the collective was romanticizing? Three of Pentacles. It could have been somebody you was working with, or it could have been somebody that was a friend. With the Three of Pentacles, it could have been both. You could have been working with a friend. Tell me more. It could have also been somebody. King of Swords came out. It could have been somebody that was very kind of head over heart, logical, that sort of thing. So I'm not getting any specific type of dynamic at this time. Like, I'm not getting specifically romantic. I'm not getting specifically platonic. I'm not getting specifically business partnership. So right now, this can go any way. So just kind of place yourself where you fit, and, take it as it applies to you and your current circumstances. But this could be somebody that was just very head over heart, just very logical, just down to business. They could have been a little harsh, kind of a little cold. They could have seemed a little cold. Just, they don't, this could be somebody that, like, especially if it's a work environment, it's like it could have been a very strict work environment, a very rigid work environment. So they didn't really accommodate certain needs of their employees and things like that. It could, like, just strict down to numbers. We got to get these numbers up, and that's all we care about. We don't care if you're sick, and you ain't got no sick time, you can't take off. Like, things like that. Like, it could have been something that was, or someone, or a situation that was very rigid, very head over heart, really not tapped into their emotions, probably dominantly masculine, and their feminine was just, imbalanced. But it also was somebody that was some deception involved. Tell me more, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. What's good business sense? Yeah. I mean, that you could have been this Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, you could have brought something, like, in terms of you have a business mind. You could have a business mind, and whoever this is that you came into partnership with, they saw you as an asset for that purpose, because you were good with finances. I heard accountant, so you could have been an accountant for somebody, or you could have been handling the books for somebody's business or something like that. But you brought some sort of something useful to whatever this partnership involved, like whatever this workplace situation was, this career situation. Because I am getting that it could be that, but it's like some sort of partnership. Some sort of partnership. You brought something, and that person just needed that, just wanted that. Tell me more. I'm also going to dig into like what was the deception all about. Tell me more about this person or situation that was deceptive to the collective. That's all Four of Wands reversed. That talks about feeling unwelcome. We got the Two of Pentacles, juggling, multitasking. What's this Two of Pentacles? I'm just picking up on that you may have been overworked. This person may have started to rely on you too much. What's this Two of Pentacles? We have the Page of Swords. Look, all of these pages coming out. You may have been, you may have been very like a vigilant person. Like you had a lot of good qualities, a lot of good business qualities about you, that whoever this is, this person or this company or whomever, is found to be useful for their gain in whatever way that was. Like whatever you brought to the table. I'm just getting that you were probably good at communicating. Your communication was good. You were good at, handling the books, the finances. You were knowledgeable on that. You were witty. You also had an interesting personality. You were mentally strong as well. Like this person liked those qualities about you, or this company liked those qualities about you. Tell me more. Like you were inspiring. Tell me more about this person or situation. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Now, okay, I picked up on two things when this card flipped. I picked up on this person just felt like you could adding you to the team could bring in a lot of money. They felt like that. They felt like you can really up the value of their company or their business. Also, I'm getting with this though is something about a new opportunity in work or career. Oh, I wonder if that's what happened. You were working with this person, and then that's what the fear is. Let me see. That's what I'm picking up on. For some of you, it could have been a situation where you got into some sort of partnership with somebody on a business note, and y'all may have been working well together for a while, but then it became something where it became overburdening, where you had to multitask. Maybe you were taking on more work than you initially agreed upon or something like that. Maybe this person was a bit harsh too. Like I said, like could have been a really rigid, like very strict work environment where if you're doing all of these extra tasks, you need some time off. You need some self-care time. And this person or this company or business or whatever may not have been willing to accommodate that. But whatever this is, I'm just right now I'm feeling like it's like work related. It's like you may have been in this environment for an extended period of time. So it could have been years and you got adjusted. Although you're not satisfied in the environment, you got accustomed to the treatment, you got accustomed to the environment. You're very good at what you do. I just heard that. So yep, you're very good at what you do. Something happened with the situation with this person that was deceptive. They were dishonest about something. I want to dig into that, but it's like you got clarity. That's the clarity that you received on this situation, regarding this situation with this business partner or whatever. You receive some clarity on this, and now a new opportunity is presenting itself for you to work elsewhere. You may have gotten offered another position elsewhere, and it's like you have a fear of stepping into that new environment, stepping into that new chapter of your life, leaving this chapter behind, despite, again, knowing that you're not fulfilled in this situation and you're not being accommodated the way that you deserve to be. It's like comfort zone. You're comfortable there. It's kind of like the devil that you know. So despite you being involved with this devil over here, quote unquote, it's like, yeah, it's a devil over here, but I know this devil. Now, if I leave this devil and then I go into this situation over here, is it going to be a worse devil? But that's your thoughts. That's your negative thinking. You have to rewire your thinking. Because just how you can think negatively, you could think of the worst in a scenario. You could think of the best case in a scenario as well. But we immediately think of the worst case scenario 9 times out of 10. You can rewire that though. As long as you sit there when the thoughts come up, you don't react and you don't absorb. You pause and you observe and then you redirect. The more you do that, the more it will become second nature. Like before you know it, the thoughts that immediately pop into your mind will be of a higher nature. Oh, this is going to go great. I just feel it. I just know it. Even if I don't get this position, I know I'm going to have a better position. Like your thoughts will immediately change in that direction the more you focus on redirecting your thinking. But as you're thinking, you have a fear of running into a worse devil than the devil you're dealing with. But if you think like that, you're creating your reality. So if you don't want that, don't harbor on that thought. You're also being guided to ask for assistance from, whether that be from a professional, asking for advice from a professional, a mentor, a spiritual counselor of some sort, or a therapist, or, somebody that you can trust, or I always suggest this: consulting with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, your benevolent ancestors working together for your highest good, God, your higher power, whatever higher power you believe in. Consulting, asking for guidance in a situation, asking for clarity, understanding. Well, you received the clarity. It's just a matter of you not allowing your thoughts to take over and, cause you to stay in a situation that you've outgrown, I heard, or a situation that no longer serves you. You're leveling up. As you level up, you're gonna have to step into higher chapters unless you decide to stay at a certain level. But if you want to continue to evolve, you're going to have to keep climbing the stairs. I just heard that, and I just saw somebody climbing some steps. So if you really want a better situation or your circumstances in your life to change, the only one that can do that is you. So don't allow fear to hold you back, but it's some sort of new opportunity in work, some sort of acquisition that's coming towards you, or that you've already been offered and you're kind of sitting on it waiting to decide. I'm getting that for many of you. You've already been offered a position elsewhere or an opportunity, a great offer. I'm picking up on an offer that can create a lot of wealth for you with this Ace of Pentacles, but you got to step into it. You're sitting here waiting with this Hangman. You're sitting here waiting, trying to figure out what to do. Should I stay? Should I go? It's not that hard with this person. I mean, it is, it can be challenging, but I mean, when you really just look at it, take away the illusions, take away the titles, take away all of the history, take away all of that. Look at stuff for what it is. Take away all of that, the rose-colored stuff. Take that away. See the situation and the person as they are, not as you remember or as you want or the potential. Screw all of that. What is it? What is it? Not what could it be? Not what should it be? What is it? Look at it like that. You have to. What is it? Am I fulfilled? Are they treating me right? Are they accommodating me? Are they listening to me? Do we work well together? Am I happy? Are they happy? Are they using me? Look at all of it, and you have to be honest. You have to be honest. That's the only way. When you look at things like that, the decision still can be heavy, but it makes it that much easier to make. So, I want to look into this this deception. What happened with this deception with this person? In the collective, what's this deception? The Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords card between the collective and this person. Ooh, and then that flipped over. We have the Eight of Swords. It's thinking. It's your thinking. Limiting and negative thoughts. And then the Ace of Cups flipped over in my hand. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Damn, y'all. No. Ooh, that came through so clear. That came through so clear. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Your inner child, babe. You ain't fighting with nobody. Well, some of y'all maybe. Everything I just said about working with a partner, you know, partnership, career partnership, and all of that, that may apply for some of you. But my goodness, the downloads, that just the clarity that Spirit just gave me. Most of you who this reading is for, you are not battling with nobody external, babe. Oh man, you're not battling with nobody external. And I don't know why I'm feeling a heavy heart. So somebody's heart is feeling heavy. You're not battling with nobody but yourself. You're not battling with nobody but your mind. It's your mind. That's what you're battling with. You're not battling with no boss or no business partner or no friend or no lover. It's your mind. It's your mind. It's literally your mind. That's why the moon is reversed. The moon reveals what's inside of you. When it's upright, it's you don't see what's going on internally. When it's reversed, that shit is exposed. You are being internally exposed. Your thought process is being exposed. It's being exposed as you have been. And for many of you, it started here. The thoughts that you think, those negative thoughts that come into your mind, oh, this is never going to work out. I'm never going to get that position. If I get it, I'm not going to sustain it. They're going to find something wrong with me. They're going to find me to be disqualified. I'm going to get let go. This ain't going to work out. I'm never going to find love. People going to continue to use me all the time. I just been used up all my life. I'm going, everybody just want to use me. I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of support. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not rich enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have my house ain't nice enough. All of them thoughts started from your childhood. All of them thoughts that you hear come up. That's why you cannot absorb this shit, y'all. You can't absorb these thoughts. You are not your thoughts. A lot of times, the thoughts that you have are not from you. A lot of the thoughts that you have is coming from your subconscious mind of what people said to you, especially as a child, of what people put into your mind as a child, how people encourage you to view yourself as a child. It started there for many of you with the Six of Cups, and those thoughts that are coming up are coming from those experiences with those people. You may not even consciously remember who said what, where that came from, but it ain't coming from you. That's why you have to separate yourself from your thoughts, because you're not your thoughts. Shit, your thoughts aren't even your thoughts a lot of the time. It's just something that's being regurgitated in your head, something that has been drilled into your subconscious from other people. Especially as a child, where your mind is so fragile and moldable. Yes, this reading is about transforming your mind, y'all, with the King of Swords. Mind, head over heart. You're always in your head, who this is for. You're always in your mind, overthinker. You're trapping yourself with the Eight of Swords. It's self-imposed prison. It's self-imposed, y'all. It's self-imposed. Self-imposed prison of thoughts. Limiting and negative thoughts. Victim mentality. Trapped. helpless, powerless, victim. You are not a victim. Stop saying that shit. Look, and I'm not yelling at y'all, but I'm passionate. Stop saying that shit, because you will become that. You will become that. Your life will become that. Stop saying that. Of course, you can't stop your thoughts. You can redirect them, and then eventually you'll rewire, the pathways in your brain to cause you to start thinking more positively over time. But you can't stop what comes up. You can't control what comes up. I'm also getting that some of you may try to control your thoughts, and that just causes you to exert more energy and get nowhere, because you can't control your thoughts. The thought that come up, the thoughts that come up, you can't control them. You can redirect them though. And some of you may like overthink so much, and that's where all of this, this is making so much sense. This was your energy. All of this stuff under here. All of this stuff under here. You have been robbed. You have lost things. People have physically abused you, emotionally abused you, stole from you. You have been hurt. You have been used. You have been abused. You have sought out validation and clout external to you. You have sought those things out because you didn't have people around you to pour that into you. You didn't have people around you to put those thoughts in your mind. You had people around you putting negative thoughts into your mind, making you see yourself as a victim, making you believe you're unworthy, but you are worthy. You are worthy. This reading is literally Spirit trying to help you change your thinking about yourself, for you to see yourself clearly. Because whoever this is for, you're so innocent. You're so innocent with this Six of Cups. I'm sorry, y'all. You just got me pouring, like tears are coming down. That's crazy. I don't know if I may be picking up on y'all, man. But this is like a heavy thing for somebody. You are innocent. Whoever this is for, like, you are an innocent soul. Because with all of these pages coming out, with all of these pages coming out, pages are immature. Pages are childlike. Pages are free. They're naive too sometimes. They can be a little bit gullible. But 3 pages came out. Page of Wands, you're very creative. You're very witty. You have a bubbly personality. Page of Cups came out. You see the good in people. You may have been the type of person that kind of, like off of potential. You went off of people's potential. You didn't go off of what they showed you in that time. It was like, but I know you could be better. I believe you can be better. I believe you can change. And you were living in that. You stayed in places too long. I heard you stayed around too long in certain situations and around certain people because you held on to potential. You saw the good. You see the good in everybody. Page of Swords. You're thinking like you're inspiring. You know how to communicate, but it's like that immature, that little gullible energy, that childlike energy, because your inner child wasn't healed. So your inner child was, accepting of certain people. Your inner child was accepting of certain situations and circumstances, even when people mistreated you, even when people had, was in the 7 of Swords energy, deceiving you, lying to you, scheming, using you, being sneaky, using your weaknesses against you, looking at you, feeling like you're an easy target, and then coming in and deceiving you. Because your inner child was not healed. So you were operating from that wounded inner child. And your intuition was blocked. You was not seeing things clearly. You weren't seeing things clearly. You weren't seeing people clearly. Now you do. With that moon being reversed, you see, and now it's being revealed to you. For some of you, it's being revealed to you just in this reading right now. And I'm getting that it's clicking for somebody now. Hearing this. Like, okay, that makes sense. Oh, that, But for others of you, you have already been getting clarity on it. Whether it's through dreams or certain other spiritual signs. But, I'm so sorry, y'all. Excuse me. It's that oil of oregano. When I tell you, it be having me burping. Excuse me, but it done made me feel a lot better compared to yesterday. I don't sound that stopped up. But yeah, it's literally your thinking process, but it stems from childhood, y'all. So spirit is urging you to heal that baby, that inner child. Here, redirect your thinking to create new pathways in your brain, to change your thinking, to elevate your thinking. You're elevating. Everything around you and within you has to elevate. It has to. And that's why Spirit is wanting you to release, surrender to this change, surrender to it. Don't surrender to these thoughts that come up. Don't surrender to these heavy emotions that come up. Observe them. I just keep being urged to reiterate. Pause. Observe. Redirect. Pause. Observe. Redirect. Okay, you have to change that thinking, because that's going to hold you back. It has held you back way too long with this Eight of Swords. You've been in this self-imposed mental prison for too long. It's time to be enlightened, accept this enlightenment, and step into this new timeline. Don't be afraid, because it can't get no worse. It can't get no worse than being stuck in your head and being miserable, and then finding unhealthy ways to cope, because I saw addictions under here with this oracle deck. What's the T? You may have, like, certain addictions. Could have been social media addictions, kind of doom scrolling, to stop overthinking, overindulging in, substances to stop overthinking, overindulging in intimacy as well. I heard that, to stop overthinking. Like, you're directing your energy in places that just pull you to a lower and lower vibration, lowering your vibration. And the lower your vibration goes, the easier it is for these thoughts to take over, for you to be reactive, for you not to be, when you're not, because you won't be grounded. You won't be stable. It's that mind, battle of the mind. This is a battle between you and your mind, y'all. Wow. Wow, look. 10 of Cups reverse, 10 of Wands reverse. Spirit is saying release, drop the burden, lighten the load, free yourself, free yourself, free yourself. Freedom. Free yourself from this mental prison. Wow. Wow. That is so interesting. So, what advice do you have for the collective spirit in terms of, helping them to, with their thinking and their subconscious mind? Subliminals, y'all. Subliminals. I'm getting subliminals. They're like affirmations for the subconscious mind. You can check out I don't know. I never heard. The only person I've heard in terms of subliminals is, her name is Magnetize Yourself on YouTube. She has a app. You could go to her channel and she'll have that information on her channel. But she has an app that you can subscribe to. She actually makes her own subliminals. I make my own too for myself. But it's basically just affirmations that are said, but they're at a low volume where you can't consciously hear what's being said. And then it plays over like 432 hertz music, or different, like a tune. It's played underneath the tune. So it's good to listen to those when you're asleep, or you can listen to them when you're meditating. Just listening to them when you're not doing anything that requires focus. When you're just being, sleeping is really good. I like to listen to them when I sleep. But that is for your subconscious mind, to help you rewire your thinking as well. Your subconscious mind. So subliminals. Magnetize Yourself on YouTube is her name. That's the only person I know of personally. But I guess you can also just look up subliminals too. But yeah, subliminals. So spirit, look, possessiveness, insecurity. This is the Four of Pentacles. You're worried. You're like in your head about your money. It's all about your money. All of these pentacles, it's your finances. You're in your head about your finances. You may just be you may be like kind of like overworking too, because that comes from a place of lack. When you have a fear of your finances going away, oh, I can't spend this much. Of course, yes, be responsible, yes, but don't be rigid, don't have a fear of losing it all. Of course you can lose it all, but when you live in a way of like, I could lose, I'm gonna lose this, and so I gotta hoard it. I gotta save up for 10,000 rainy days. I can't really go out and have fun. I can't really, spend, because I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to go away. That's a lack thinking. That's lack mentality. Again, it goes back to your mind. You're in lack. You're in mental lack. And when you're in mental lack and you're thinking like that, you're afraid of losing, what you've obtained. You're afraid of losing your financial stability. That leads you to losing your financial stability because you are afraid that you will never have, it will never be enough. Y'all, you have to change your thinking. It's so much. It's enough. It's so much to go around. It's enough for all of us. Don't let these lies and these illusions and this fucking system trick your ass. It's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. It's enough to go around. We're not lacking anything. They want us to think that we lack. We're not. We're not. You have to change your thinking, get out of that lack mentality. When you think like this, okay, you know what? I deserve to have a good time tonight. I'm going to go out and I'm going to spend a little bit of money, or I'm going to treat myself to dinner, or I'm going to treat myself to this outfit, or I'm going to buy this, or I'm going to get my nails done, or I'm going to get my hair cut, or whatever the case is. It's going to return back to me multiplied. You have to think like that. Again, be responsible. Don't be reckless, but don't be rigid, and don't be afraid of losing it. That's how you lose it. You have to be free. You have to live life. We're not here to work and hoard. We're not here for that. We're here to live and experience life. Some of us are here to teach, not everybody. But some of us are here to teach, but we're all here to grow, learn, and live, experience this life. For real. Experience it. Step out of your comfort zone. Meet new people. Make love. Make love. Literally, make love and spread it. I don't mean, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't mean going out here and just spreading and spread. I mean literally spread love, joy, happiness. Make love. Make connections. Take leaps of faith. Try new things. Travel. Explore. Try new food. Learn a new language. Just do shit. Experience life. We're here to do that. We're spirits having a human experience. Experience it. Yes, experience it. So, and then at the bottom of the cup is at the bottom of the deck is 9 of cups reversed. Unhappiness, lack of fulfillment, greed. You're in greed. You're in lack and greed. It's the mind, though. It's literally the mind. Spirit, give me a little bit more advice for the collective on how they can, on what they can do to help with this dilemma here. Queen of Wands reverse is your lack of self-worth. This is your thinking. This is your thinking. Low confidence. That may lead you to be feeling kind of like jealous. You may be feeling like waves of jealousy coming up, or envy of certain people's circumstances and things like that. That's another thing. You never want to feel envy, for certain other people's positions or circumstances. You don't know what people did to get to where they are. You don't know what they had to go through, whether that's them stepping on other people's necks, whether that's them doing some low down dirty shit, whether that's them spreading it wide and dropping it low to get to the top, or whether that's them actually going through a lot of trials and tribulations and a lot of disappointments and a lot of letdowns. You don't know what it took for people to get to where they are. Do not ever look to the left or to the right, to the up, to the down, whatever. at other people's paths and compare your path to theirs. And I speak with that with so much passion because I have done it. Everything I talk to y'all about, especially when I speak with passion, is because I understand. I understand. Even if I never went through the shit, I can understand people's perspectives. But especially when I have gone through it and I have made it out of it, yes, it's possible. It is possible. When I tell you a lot of this stuff, even in the mental, especially the mental department, yeah, it took work for me to redirect my thinking, and I still have challenges with it sometimes. Of course, I'm human, but how far I've come, it's possible for you to free yourself out of that trap. I promise you, and live life and enjoy life, not and be happy too, genuinely happy, not dependent upon your circumstances, but just happy. Literally, it is possible. I have done it and I am doing it. I promise. But yeah, you're thinking what caused delays, y'all. Look, frustrations is the thinking. The mind is powerful as hell. The mind is powerful. I'm telling you. Look, mind, Queen of Swords. And you're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. It's just that thinking. I also heard some of you may have ADHD, maybe neurodivergent in some way. Some of you may want to get evaluated for that. Yeah, some of you may need some sort of extra help. I heard some extra help with your thinking and your thoughts and things like that. So seeking out professional like a therapist or, consulting with somebody that can help you with that. Look, 5 of Swords at the bottom. Competitiveness, intimidation, stress. You just stressed when but it's your thinking. It's literally you built this prison. You stress as hell in it. You like, I don't like this motherfucker. Well, get out. get yourself out. Free yourself. You will. But look what I said. You're the negative thinking of debt, once imbalanced. Strings attached. I'm telling you, because your experiences with people and being let down and people giving you things or doing things for you with a string attached. Like, I'm not doing it from my heart. You got to give me something back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've experienced that so much and now you have this fear. You've been in lack. I heard all of your life. Wow. You've been in lack for all of your life for some of you. Growing up too. Your family was in lack. It could be a generational curse that you're meant to break. Lack mentality. You may have come from a family that was in lack, and then they passed down that mindset to you and that experience to you, and now you're so afraid. For some of you, you got out of the struggle, and now you're so afraid of going back to the struggle that you're fearful of taking chances, trying new things, experiences. You're afraid of spending. You're very rigid. You became very tight-fisted. Look, with this 4 of Pentacles, you became very tight-fisted. You're holding on to all of your possessions like possessively, like I can't lose nothing. You're afraid, but that's what's gonna make you lose it. You can't operate out of fear. Fear is a low vibration. Low vibration. And the lower your vibration, the easier it is for specific energies to wiggle their way into your mind, into your heart, into your vessel, whatever, and really affect you, affect your actions, your inaction, your beliefs, your mentality, your personality. That shit can happen. You have to raise that vibration and you got to work on that thinking. Also, forgive yourself. But this is very this is very hopeful. Yeah. For many of you, it's going to change. It's going to change. And we're also in full moon energy. So this is a perfect time, y'all. Full moon release. For those of you who feel guided, for those of you who this is resonating for and you feel guided to do this, do a full moon release. Write it down. Write down, whatever you want to release mentally. I release fear of my future. I let go of the subconscious thoughts that were placed upon me from other people. I release, stress or the pain of my past. I release the pain of my past. I am not a victim. I am a survivor. Whatever. But it's about your thinking. Write down what resonates for you, how it flows naturally for you, but it's about releasing this negative thinking and releasing the control that your mind has over your body. Literally. Write that down and then go outside if you can under the full moon. Burn it. I like to read it out loud because, your voice adds an extra umph to it. But you don't have to, just do what you feel guided to do. But reading it and burning it under the full moon and then letting the ashes fly away into the air. Do that. And as you read it, feel it. Feel it. When it comes to these affirmations and these mantras, don't just say them. Don't just read them. Feel them. Actually feel them. How would that feel if I wasn't afraid of the future? How would that feel if I no longer carried pain from my past? How would it feel if I actually was confident in myself? How would it feel if I knew my worth? How would I act if I knew my worth? How would I walk? How would I talk if I knew that everything that was for me was coming to me and can't nobody stop it but me? What would I do? What would I do differently? What would I change? If I knew that I was the only one holding me back, what would I do? When you read these things, feel it. Think about how you would feel, how you would talk, how you would walk, how you would look, how you would dress if you were in this other energy, this fulfilling energy. If your thoughts were more positive, if you weren't living in fear and afraid to take leaps of faith and to do whatever it is that you want to do, but you're afraid to do it. Feel it, believe it. Say it, feel it, believe it. Say it, feel it, believe it. The more you do it, the more your reality shifts to become that. Because what you are internally is what your external will reflect each and every time. But forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself down for your thoughts. I'm getting that some of you do beat yourself down because the thoughts do be racing, and they can be negative sometimes, and they can be harsh. I also heard that, they could be negative towards yourself. So forgive yourself for your thoughts, but also separate yourself from them because you are not your thoughts. You're not. These are not your words. These are not your feelings. Your higher self knows how worthy you are. Your higher self knows what you deserve, how smart and intelligent you are, how capable you are. Your higher power knows. It's just you have to get to that point in your present. But I do, like I said, it's seeming like there is, for many of you, this will change. This will change for you as long as you continue to work on it, because it's finding peace is here too with the 5 of Cups reverse. Recovery, hope returns. And then after that, what's the Empress? You going from the Page to the Empress. You're going from 3 pages to this Queen. She embodies all 4 queens in the deck. You go from this childlike, this childlike energy, gullible, naive, to assertive, knowing who the hell you are, moving in that. Look at all of these butterflies. You're going through a transformation, baby. That's probably why a lot of these thoughts are coming up for you too now, and especially during this full moon. I think we're in Mercury retrograde as well. All of these astrological things going on, but that's coming up right now, so you can purge it, so you can release it, let it go, release that fear. Release that fear, because in order for you to get to your next level, you can't bring that thinking, that mindset with you for you to get to this Empress. And then behind that was the 10 of Cups. Happiness, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony, alignment, family, love and support, fulfillment, emotional stability, domestic joy. That's what you got coming in. Once you get over this hurdle, this mental hurdle, baby, this what you got. And then this what you got to, oh wait, this is the advice right here, but this is what you got coming. This is what you got coming when you overcome this hurdle. But this is what Spirit wants you to do too. Rest at this time. This is the advice. Meditate for those of you who that helps. In solitude. Look, solitude to gather your thoughts. Yeah. So with some of you, shots every weekend, going out partying. Remember I told you some of you are trying to indulge in certain things to distract yourself and get out of your head. Spirit wants you have to be in solitude at this time. Because you've been avoiding your thoughts, and that's probably why they're coming up so intensely now too, because you've been doing everything under the sun to to not feel them, to not notice them. So Spirit wants you to actually take some time to yourself and to observe the thoughts. Don't attach yourself to them. Observe them. You know, even when they're harsh and cruel, like, damn, that was kind of cruel, but it ain't true. Damn, that was harsh. Where that came from? Damn, that wasn't my words. That's not what I think of myself. You know, Spirit wants you to be in solitude right now. Goodness gracious, my sinus done clog back up, y'all, because y'all had me crying. But yeah, so also protect yourself at this time as well. So however you do that, Black Obsidian, I actually have the crystal bracelet on right now. I love to I actually carry my stone too in my purse. Like when I leave, the Black Obsidian is a protective crystal. It's also a empath crystal as well. So if you resonate with being an empath, that can be helpful. It's also good for transformation, deep healing, deep healing and transformation. So Black Obsidian may be resonant for you right now. But right now, yes, rest, recover, observe your thoughts and redirect them, meditate, full moon release, and subliminals. Those 6 things are the advice that you have right now to help you in this current situation. So take what applies. If this does resonate with you, again, like I said, just like the video, comment, share, subscribe if you feel guided to. Hype up the video, because that does help my readings to get out more to people who may need to hear them as well. So don't forget to do that. Comment below as well if this resonates. Yeah, so that is the reading though. I know it'll reach who it needs to reach. Until the next reading, namaste.